Hello, everyone. I'm Komla Dumor. Welcome to Focus on Africa. Here are our top stories tonight. Tens of thousands of Somalis are forcibly evicted from makeshift camps in Mogadishu. But with new homes on the outskirts of the city, are they more vulnerable to militant attacks? Well, let's talk about this in greater detail. Joining me from the BBC's newsroom is the BBC Africa's Farhan Jimale. He's with our Somali service. Good to see you, Farhan. I don't think anyone disputes there's a need to redevelop Mogadishu, but what do you think are the government's motives in sending these people out of the city, these forcible evictions?
Well, actually, Komla, the motive is very clear. They're saying that they want to reclaim these former government buildings. And they wanted to remove or relocate these people who have been living there for the last 20 years or so on as their homes. So some of them are recent IDPs, internally displaced people who have come from the other parts of Somalia, and they wanted these people to relocate and to send them or to take them outside of the city so that they can have their buildings. And that's the clear motive for the government. But they're not looking at that issue because of the security and because of the other things that are related to these vulnerable people.
Well, you talk about security, Farhan. Isn't there a possibility that this could be counterproductive and this could lead to further destabilization within Mogadishu and its surroundings?
Well, this is what some people are really talking about, and really the concern is that those people who have been living in those IDPs camps, who have already been vulnerable people to gangs, who have been raping the women who live in those camps, now they're saying that even though the government are not in control, fully control in the city and most of the Somali regions, now this could lead that these people are going to be more vulnerable to these gangs, not only the gangs, but also the Islamists who are not far from the city.
Farhan, you were in Mogadishu recently. Give us a sense of public opinion on this. Where do people stand on this decision by the government?
Well, people are very divided, deeply very divided on this issue. And they're saying, on one side, people are saying, yes, the government is right to reclaim, these buildings, not only buildings, but also these open spaces which belong to the government, because they're saying after 20 years, these people have been living in those areas. It's the time for the government to show its authority and to reclaim these buildings so that people and children can use, because some of these buildings are also former schools, and they're saying people need to send their children to those schools. On the other side, people are saying it's the wrong time, and the government's decision is not going to work, because they're saying not only to remove and relocate these people, government cannot provide the basic needs of these people, which is the security.
And very quickly, Farhan, on Monday, a Somali delegation is heading to Brussels for this New Deal conference. Are expectations high?
Very high among the Somalis, but who knows what will happen. There have been many of these such kind of conferences, I would call donor conferences, that have been on the topic, on the issue for Somalia and how to rebuild the country, and also to help the Somali people and to get this problem, which has been actually in the country for the last 2 decades, to get out of this mess in Somalia. But who knows, the Somali government is going to present an agenda to the international community, and they're going to support, and it's about a donor conference.
Farhan Jimale from the BBC Somali service. Farhan, good to see you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.